think this is my bridge right here we left off on episode 2. This is going to be part 3. The Black River Trail outside of Watertown, New York. Yes, it is, because I can see my ribbon. I left a little yellow ribbon on the bridge, so I know where to leave off next time. I saw it. If you've seen episode 2, I passed what smelled like creosote, and then this is the bridge we ended that on. Good thing too, because I did some B-roll on the way out. It's 2 miles back to the parking lot. So here we are, part 3. Part 1, I don't know what's happening with that. I don't know if I put that B-roll footage in, but my computer failed catastrophically during that windstorm we had. Part 2 I know is still on the memory card in this camera, but I'm trying to find part 1. Everything that was downloaded to the computer off the memory card, no recovery. So that's why there's a gap. Last thing it's seen was in October, and now we're hiking in the snow. That's what happened there, and why my uploads stopped coming out. Alright, so here's the ribbon, and here's the bridge we left off. 2 miles from the parking lot. We're the third parking lot out for this trail. We're at the 342 and State Route 3 area in the town of Leray. And there's my ribbon right there. I'll take this with me. Let me get that off there and we'll continue on. You won't be disappointed on the views, trust me. If I remember to do those shots without me saying B-roll in all of them. Because I have to make sure that they end up in the proper part of the video, because this new computer, I don't know how it's going to label things up. So I have to make sure I know that's going to be B-roll at the end of the film in case I forgot to view it on the way out or back or whatever. Alright, part 3. Black River Trail, Watertown, New York. Heading to the parking lot at 342 and State Route 3. The parking lot's just past the 342 intersection. You cross the bridge over the Black River. You'll come across one parking lot that's gated off, and right after that, I mean no more than 50 feet down, you'll see a stop sign. You'll see a state park looking sign. That's the parking lot we're parked in. Alright, I'm going to take a snack because this is 2 miles in. I passed a 1.5 mile marker on the way up. Oh, what do we got today? Oh yeah, great. There's lunch, boys. Enjoy. I'm going to take that right now. Because there's no picnic tables or park benches or anything to sit down except for here. So I'm going to do that really quick right now, and then we'll be hiking. Yeah, there's some interesting features, so you definitely, if you're here for the nature, you'll definitely want to be parked up at this end. If you're here for the city folks, start at the other end. But that's where we are now. We're at the 342 intersection of State Route 3 parking area. Yeah, alright, let me get this in me, and I'll go from there. Yeah, I could just picture New York Central 240 coming down that track. Imagine your mind, headlight, steam engine, smoke coming out of the stack. Cha 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 cha. Coming at you right here. At least I'm assuming this is a New York Central Rail abandonment. Alright, obviously that was the bridge that we just ate lunch at. Yeah, there's a lot of neat stuff on the way up, so this is definitely the better part of the trail, by far. You got the Black River on the left, hillside on the right, and we're going to come into some interesting geological features. And this trail is pretty popular with people. You see a bunch of skiing, and I just passed somebody snowshoeing and skiing, and I'm the only one out here with these hiking boots, walking through 3 inches of snow. But it's all in the workout, right? Thigh burners. Well, there's not much to see at this point, but here we go. Alright, this part is going to be an interesting feature area. Alright, I'm not going to talk much during this part until we get to what I need to show you. This is the Black River Trailhead Park in 1.5 miles. You see this clearing, the only place without snow. But just if you listen, you can hear water in the rocks. So something is buried up there. I say up there. Oh, I got more people coming. No, they'll get past me one way or another. So you got something down in the rocks where this next bridge you're going to cross is going to. Well, you'll hear it once I get these people by you. But either way, there's a bunch of spots along this hillside that you can hear water trickling into the hillside itself, but up a little further on this next bridge you're crossing, you'll get to see and hear it better. There's somebody hiking in a yellow jacket on skis that passed me. I'm wondering if I could spot him down here. I don't see him. B-roll 104. The view gets better. We got what looks like an abandoned road coming off the right. So I'm going to leave this camera going. And I think right up here is where we get kicked. I'm going to say kicked off the rail trail. Because it goes on the private property. Hiking, I'm like, I understand why they did it. Maybe back in the day they didn't have full permissions to continue the trail through there. Plus it's probably in the safety of the farmer and his farm field we're coming up into, that they decided to not continue the trail on the rail bed. Try to get that view here real quick. Saw this on the way out to my starting point. Yep, we're gonna get kicked off the rail trail here. There's definitely a lot of deer in the area. I've not seen them, but half these tracks are deer tracks. So, if you come early morning or late evening, you might see deer. But, the snow's gonna make this difficult. Anyway, I don't know if you can see it. There's like, yeah, you can barely see it. There's like a cut going up that hill. Like there used to be an old road. And what gives it away is this bridge here. Now this is showing some age to about when this was constructed. What is that over there? You can see the old classic railroad still don't work. So after seeing this roadway come across the rail trail, that may be why I diverted here too. Because I didn't realize that road was there until I seen that little culvert thing. Again, if anybody knows the history, I thought that was an old abandoned telegraph pole. You see what I'm looking at? I thought that was an old abandoned telegraph pole, but it's not. It's a dead tree that was cut. There's the tree under the snow. Then I seen the old concrete post, and at the same time I seen this vine. It's a little screwy. It's a little screwed up in this one area. Yeah, that's what happens is this road does meet up with the rail trail up here, right when it splits. Well, here we go. I'll try to steady the shot as much as I can. The rail trail continues straight. Obviously, not for us. So, at this point, we are diverging off this rail trail. And it looks like for public safety, because there is a working farm field that we follow coming up. And they probably just said no to the public. I can see where you're trying to chop corn and having public access with a trail walking through the middle of your cornfield. Could be a little bit of a hazard. And right here, here's where that road will cross and meet up with the rail trail. And we continue off this way. And now we're off the old railroad bed. But don't worry, this is where the views get better. You're gonna get some nice views here. So, bye rail trail, bye railroad bed. And at this spot, come to think of it, that could be an old farm road. You'll see here shortly, because there's a nice view of a farm up on the hillside that I'm going to show you here, if I can remember to. What spot that was, that I am able to see it good enough to show you. And just like that, we're walking out into the farm field. Yeah, so not bad at all. You can get a lot of nice looks up here, trust me. This trail is paved, so it's accessible trail. It's very popular. Me being a recluse, I think that's what it's called. I work nights. Don't have any human contact. So, yeah. What was I getting at with that? I don't remember. Anyway, this is a very popular trail, as you see, even in the winter time. I mean, it's accessible the whole length. And again, you start at a park in Watertown. I'm going to have to re-hike it like I mentioned before. This is part 3. Part 2 is still on the hard drive on this camcorder. I have luckily not downloaded yet before the computer got fried. So, yeah. Part 1 we'll have to redo. So that probably is not up on YouTube unless I did find the backup files for it. See, you would think that's the old railroad bed there, but it is not. Considerably far away from the rail bed, but hey, look at that sun starting to come out. Yep, it's about as much out as it gets around here. That's why in the wintertime, if it's sunny in upstate New York, it is probably freezing. The only time the sun comes out is when the cold front comes through. And then temperatures drop. Today it's 36 degrees. I mean, oh, I'm gonna make you warm climate people cringe. Just to torture you. Snowball crushing in ASMR. Anyway, enough of the torment. I can't feel that, by the way. So, I mentioned that in the other video. I'll call it low sensitivity. Does not exist on these fingers. I showed you that with a touch phone, actually on part 2 of this trail. From the incident, 12 years ago now. So, unless my hand's on fire, I won't feel it. See, that's why I think the rail trail's closed. If they're driving equipment to do farming and stuff through here. You can see why having people walking through it would be an issue. But, got a lot of nice little scenery over there. And I can only I'm gonna have to come back and do this again, at least this section, in this early, like June, early summer. Have like Black River and that over there. Come early in the morning, you'll have deer out in the field. You can only imagine. Unfortunately, it's an hour drive for me, so. You will find out what that noise is, that rumbling noise is here real soon. Yeah. There's a power generation station up here. It's on the other side of the Black River, for those that know what it is. I think it's Brookfield Renewables. No, owned, I think. I'm not sure. That's funny, at the beginning of this trail, part 1, there's the Watertown's Waterworks right at the beginning of the trail. And this series, part 3, you'll see another generation station for some sort of reasons. Again, not my area. I have no idea what goes on in the area or what things are called around here. Sorry. And these are all deer digging the ground up. I'm trying to get to that view. Yeah, that's how much deer activity there is. This is all deer tracks except for the big feet and the skis. Yeah, so deer are definitely heavy in this area. Can't blame them with a cornfield right there. And that's where I think the old access road up the side of the mountain was, I pointed out. I think that's what used to go, but being so steep, they probably stopped using it. Because why would they not come down here and use that anymore? But again, they could have abandoned it for the trail too. Sure, we don't use that road much. You can use it for a trail. And maybe that's what we're walking on now. I don't know. Just those things that make you ask. Yeah, all these tracks other than the a lot of these are deer tracks, so yeah, there's some few right there. Just as how much deer activity there is around here. Unfortunately, I don't see any today. That's another girthy tree. Hey girthy tree, you get into my new product, Sugarlizer? You're definitely a big tree. Somebody spilled some Sugarlizer there. Yeah. I mean, look at the rest of the trees around here. Dee 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 dee. What the heck happened to you, tree? What are you smoking? Anyhow. Something don't look right up there either. What kind of tree is that? I'm seeing these on the way back to the car, not going out further. We're about a mile from the parking lot as we are right now. So use that as a train of thought. Literally as you walk an abandoned rail line. The big fat girthy tree are about a mile from the parking lot. And if you look close enough to the right side of the field, I'll try to keep the camera steady, you could actually still see the old rail bed. So that's how far away it is we are now. Now, after researching more of this trail, there's another section that may be hikeable. It's not part of this trail system. It's not the Black River Rail Trail, or yeah, but it's a little further up the road where there's also a trail that I found. So that might be worth investigating after. Alright. Now we're going to come up to some interesting features, so here we go. You know, more I think of it, this might have been a private road. From the abandoned part that I showed you at that, way back there at the bridge where it came down the hill. Because you'll watch as we go this way, the old abandoned railroad is still right way over there. So that's way over there, okay? Keep that in mind. This is not going to be the railroad bed because that is 250 feet that way. And we came across that road, which is when we got on this trail. So you got this hillside coming up, but the abandoned railroad is over there. So keep that in mind. This is not part of the rail trail. Well, it's the rail trail, but not part of the abandoned part. The abandoned railroad part. But it does link into, well, it looks like it could have been an intersection, so we'll see. And then this weird parking lot and sign kind of up out of nowhere. I have to do a pause the video about what's the reason for the parking lot. Yeah, it is Brookfield Renewable Energies. Black River Trail, Brookfield Renewable Energy. This is going to be a pause the video thing. I'm always seeing it now at the other end of the trail. So this must be property owned by Brookfield, I'm guessing, is why that sign's there. But the parking lot, there's no motor vehicle access to this for the public to warrant a parking lot there. So I don't know. That is actively working and generating electricity. I just heard the turbine power up. That was interesting. Anyway, as I mentioned, the rail trail, or I call it rail trail. We are on the rail trail. The old abandoned rail bed went on the other side of this hill. Why is there culverts here? What's the purpose of these? Been here a while? So this would not be part of the rail bed. So this used to be something to have culverts. The other one's right there. I'm not going to show you. I say culverts. There's an interesting one up here too. So, and then it just opens up out of nowhere. But hearing that turbine start up, that's quite interesting. Yeah, this is the building right there. So this part of the trip, there's going to be a lot of machinery that was left abandoned when this looked like this also used to be a field, a working farm field too. So there's some of that along the trail. coming up here. Oh, I got a shot of something right here actually. They are actively working. They ain't giving away their privacy though. Here's some of that old farm machinery. There's one behind it too. Oh, there's more over there. It blends in so good in the wintertime. Oh, that one's an old school metal. There's even more. Yeah, that's interesting. It's private property, so you can't really get much better view than what you got out on the trail. So, keeping that in mind. It's there. Oh yeah, it's all along down here. Okay. Oh, that's a good view. That's not the only stuff that's out here still. You got one coming up on the right. An old plow. Something buried in there. Old structures over here. Oops, back up a little. Looks like an old blower. Might go to the structure that's right here. Never building that used to be. That could be maybe part of the old railroad. I don't think we're that close to it. That's a tank, some kind of tank, concrete. You see the brick, the stone foundation, even on the other side. And up in there on the back side of the concrete tank. And whatever this used to be. This is the perplexing culvert. Oh, more equipment. So that must have been a barn at some point or something. All this equipment being here. Here's that culvert. No power pole in the background. So at one point it had power. Yeah. More equipment up here. That's why this looks like it used to be a road, because what's the point of having, having the concrete culverts? The rail bed's over there. And now our rail bed's right here. So it's still not on the rail bed, it's right there. We parallel it for a while. But there's some looking spots up here to check out. Let's see what I mean momentarily. Okay, we're getting close to the parking lot now, so this is easy access. This is not like it's miles in. This is right outside the parking lot. We're probably not even... We're not even a mile out from the park, or half a mile out from the parking lot right now. So we're that close to the parking lot. Should be able to see it from here, actually, I think. No. It looks to me, because this trail takes you over to the parking lot, you can see what looks like the old right-of-way. Well, actually right here, there's the fence. So it looks like the old right-of-way is over there more. So I don't know why we diverged over here. Interesting. There's our rail right away over there, still on the back side of that posted sign. And it heads into another farmer field, so maybe they thought that because this may have still been a, whatever it used to be, may have still been, how do you say it, easy enough to convert into a trail. They just left the trail here. So there's a warm, inviting bench down here to check out. I guess we'll take a look at that. Alright, let's go check it out. So what else would it be down here? Oh yeah. think that's the parking lot right there, actually. So that far from the parking lot. Here's the culvert I was thinking of. This one looks like it's been here a while. I don't know if anybody knows, go ahead and leave a comment down below. The rail bed is actually right there, you can still see it. It goes off that way. And we're almost up to the end of the trail. It's gonna hang this way. And the parking lot's right around the corner. Just past these power poles. I think there is a trail in Phelps Mills that follows the old rail line. But this takes us back to that. Well, time it's not busy. What is that? That's interesting, whatever that is. Huh. And again, the rail bed goes that way. Well, it's going to be the end of the video, folks. Parking lot's right up under these power poles, which I can confirm these power poles always making buzzing noise when they're energized. Unlike when I was hiking the Berea trails, I was a little sketchy about all the buzzing, but they do buzz apparently. I don't know if they were doing that because of how foggy it was, but it's a nice crisp day today. 35, 36 degrees right now, and I can hear that one zipping away. Oh, that's nice. And there's the gate to the parking lot. That's how close we are. So yeah, about a mile in is when you get your good views from this end. Something going on here I don't remember being here. Oh yeah, the buzzing. So there's something significant here. Ooh, picnic area. Okay, this is a picnic area. It's supposed to be. They must have took the tables out. Rest area and picnic area. Black River Hydro Project number 2569. Yeah, I'll zoom it in, you can read it. Nice little picnic area though. I don't see the rail bed anymore. I gotta imagine it's between here and that hill. So, yeah. Well, that's gonna do it, folks. I'm gonna wrap up the video, and so that's part 3 of the Black River Trail. There could possibly be a part 4, but I don't know. I gotta look into what this other trail is they're mentioning. It's not part of this network, so it's a separate trail on its own from this one. But there you go, this parking lot. Whew, good hike though. And this is the parking lot at the 342 State Route 3 end. So, yeah. If you're here for a quick hike, you'd want to hike this end. If you're here for the city hike, go to that city park. Again, part 1 is, I'm going to have to redo that again. You can see it's busy, there's people pulling in still. Even in the middle of winter, here it is, January 28th. Snow on the ground, and you know, shows how busy and popular the trail is. So, well, I'll leave it at that, and thanks for watching.